Fireworks had finished and the curfew was approaching Luoyang. The lights in the city were extinguished one by one. Street vendors were packing up their stalls, discussing how much silver they had earned that day. Guards were banging their drums, announcing their curfew before midnight, but pedestrians on the road continued to stroll leisurely. Adults held the children by their hand and youth supported the elderly. People in the city walked in pairs or groups, chatting and laughing as they headed home. Beggars gathered together, huddling in the corners. Some were already asleep, while others watched the passersby returning home, their eyes revealing a hint of envy. I felt out of place among the people in the city. I hurriedly navigated through the crowd, walking against the flow, searching for the figure I had just lost. Mansui had disappeared. Like, why? Then, if Mansui really disappeared, then you can go, like, continue going south, or maybe join the rebellion. She had mentioned needing to relieve herself during the fireworks, but then she disappeared. Couldn't understand why she had disappeared. Yeah, she had indeed run off, but I couldn't fathom why. Was the plan of selling her anymore, and was it going to send her to death at the hands of the swine demon, nor to make her child bride? So why did she run? Had she encountered some dangers, like being abducted? That was a possibility. However, she was always very cautious, and it was hard for me to imagine her being kidnapped. Am I going to get killed by her? I searched through the nearby slums, rundown temples, and under bridges, encountering many refugees and beggars, and I didn't find her. Where on earth had she gone? Maybe she already gone back to the hotel or the inn. It's a time for... I'm sorry? The time for curfew in the city. Streets were deserted, the night watchmen patrolled. I'm so sorry. Patrolled, banging their drums and repeating the same phrases. It was forbidden to the outside during curfew if caught by the night watchman. One would face punishment, so I had no choice but to return to the inn first. Well, I'll try to look for her again tomorrow. I've been searching for nearly an hour now and still can't find her. She probably wasn't abducted. If she were, I wouldn't worry so much. This brat is quite clever. It shouldn't take long for her to figure her way out of safety. If she truly wanted to live on her own, then so be it. Perhaps she just simply didn't want to stay with me anymore. I'll take a nap first. And when you're taking a nap, she'll stab you. Slept on the bed, kept repeating the things that could have put me at peace. Yeah, maybe she was like hiding there and then waiting for you to sleep and then stab you. But I still couldn't feel asleep after a while. Got up and checked the latch on the room door and made sure the knife I carried was by my side, and then went back to sleep. Just sleep. Whatever, I'll figure it out tomorrow. The darkness quickly pulled my consciousness to slumber. Not long after, I fell asleep and my consciousness also slipped into a dream. Oh. Heavy rain poured down in torrents. The sound of the rain was like a tiny stream. It was like as if the sky had split open, and raindrops cascaded down like beads from the sky. It had been long since I had seen such rain. I stood on the streets of Luoyang wearing a raincoat and a bamboo hat. This place should have been bustling, but now it's deserted due to the rain. I walked forward aimlessly, trying to find a place to stay, but come across a strange sight. Oh. Side of the road were lined with corpses. All of them were people I had killed. Most had their slow streets, some were missing limbs, few were cleaved in half. Their death grew some beyond imagination. They were mostly men. Their eyes and mouths were half open, crawling, pleading, crying in my direction. Their faces once forgotten were now vivid in my memory. Yeah, I really think that he did kill Mansue's father accidentally. 1, 2, 3, 10, 20, 30. Ooh, freaking shit. Sorry, I'm startled. There were so many of them, they weren't quite dead yet, but kept whispering something at me. I couldn't sort of tell. They were cursing me, wishing for my demise. Annoying, annoying. I sped up the pace, hastily walking the ring, desperate to leave those people behind and never see them again. During the 2 years when I was fleeing from the famine, I killed people because I had no choice. For each life I took, I saved another. Sometimes I had to kill people in order to save my own life. Yeah, I really think killed Mansue's father. During the 2 years when I was a bandit, I killed people because I had no choice either. What else could a homeless man like me do? Aside from robbing travelers while leaving, I couldn't think of any other way out. Oh. Oh, you rub the heirloom. Oh my gosh, you rubbed the heirloom. Now I become a good person. Too late! You're gonna get killed! You did good things. I have those kids, so I wasn't the wolf anymore. I'll be a good person for now and stop you and don't bother me anymore. Yeah, about that. I kept repeating that in my mind, my steps getting faster and faster. Finally, I shook off those people I killed. Whoosh whoosh. A soft breeze passed by, causing me to pause in my tracks. You're dead. Sky remained dark as if the entire sky was on the verge of collapsing, ready to crush the entire city. However, the rain stopped. There you go. The instant the rain stopped, after I shook off those people, I saw a familiar figure. At the far end of the road stood a slender figure. Mansui. Mansui was standing at the far end of the street in Luoyang with her back toward me. Stood on the street just after it had rained, and the road surface reflected her figure, like a copper mirror, making her look like she was standing on a river. Though she wasn't carrying an umbrella, she appeared immaculate and without a trace of being caught in the rain. Hey, little brat. Quickly took a step forward, trying to approach her. Yeah, we will get killed by Mansui. Regardless, the appearance of the little brat still put me at ease, and I even told her that I didn't regret everyone I killed. I'm so screwed up. I got closer and reached out about her shoulder. Her body trembled. Without turning around, she turned into the wisp of smoke and vanished into the thin air. What happened? You just got stabbed. How come she disappeared all of a sudden? Bang, bang, bang. Suddenly, the sound of sticks striking the ground started to echo around me. I glanced around in confusion. I was somewhat surrounded by guards. The guards formed a tight circle around me that felt confining, as an iron barbell to make sure I couldn't escape. Their faces were stern, concealed beneath their hats. They kept striking the sticks in their hands, the rhythmic tapping, once sporadic, now became dense like raindrops. They were here to arrest me. They were here to seek justice for the people I had killed. No way, run quickly! I wanted to run, but the circle around me was getting smaller and smaller. Those guards used their sticks to tap around the ground while they quickly walked towards me. In the end, they raised their arms, waving their long sticks high, swung them at me in unison. Ah! I woke up in my dream. I was sitting on my bed in the inn, my back so with cold sweat. What was that dream? I had a dream. Strange dream. What did that dream mean? I didn't really get its meaning. I wiped the sweat from my forehead and scrambled out of my bed. Am I still alive? No, that's miracle. I grabbed my blade, packed my belongings, and then headed to the inn's lobby, intending to leave. Glancing at the people on the street from the inn's lobby, I saw a bustling activity indicating it was at least mid-morning. How come I got up this late? Let's go find that little brat again today. If I still can find it, then I'll just assume she ran away and I'll live alone myself. Oh, for the love of... freaking shit! Shut up! Why do you scared me like that? Hey there, hold up. The waiter and then called out to me when I was about to leave. What's up? Frowned my brow and asked the waiter, feeling a bit confused.
客官，您昨天来办住店时，身旁是不是跟着一个小女娃？
The waiter asked me carefully. I instantly felt a pang of anxiety. Yeah, I did. What happened? Was she here just now?
对，她是在城中想了不久后来的。那娃子塞给我一吊钱，想托我给您留个东西。
What's that? I stared blankly at the waiter. The waiter handed me a small bag. Huh? Could it be that she's returning the shoes that I gave her? I took a guess as I looked. The small bundle, the size of the bundle, didn't look like it had shoes in it. I slowly unwrapped the bundle and the thing inside caught me by surprise. It was a pouch. The pouch was red sewn together with patches. It looked new, adorned with a pale character, Anne on top. Anne? What is this? I mumbled to myself while looking at the pouch. A sudden stab of pain shot through my temple. It was an instant memories I thought I had forgotten flooded back into my mind. Anne, 4 years ago. But there you go. In the last few months of year 1627, I encountered a man in the mountains. Oh no, I really did kill his father. I hear her father. The man was just like a peasant from the northern side, she wearing a bamboo hat and carrying a bat on his back. He kept going east at brisk pace. He wiped the sweat off his forehead. He walked his way with eager anticipation. Suddenly, I dashed out of the bushes and tackled him to the ground. Without waiting for him to say something, I plunged the dagger into his heart and pressed all my weight onto him. Oh gosh, he struggled desperately trying to grab my knife and get me off him. At the same time, his eyes were fixed on me almost to the brink of tears, pleading with fear for me not to kill him. When I kill, I often avoid the gaze of the victim, so I took off his hat and covered his face with it, refusing it to look at him. In the end, I pressed his head with the hat in one hand, while tightly gripping the knife into the plunge into his heart with the other. He struggled violently for a bit, kicked his leg twice, then went completely still. After he died, I searched his body and found a small red pouch. It's the freaking heirloom! The pouch was tiny, embroidered with the light-colored character on it. I remember this pouch. I saw this pouch for a long time ago. At the time after killing that man, I carried this pouch with me for more than a year. After a year since I didn't take on any jobs for 2 months and was a bit stranded, I sold this pouch to a dodgy pawn shop in Huazhou. The 4 months when I left, she specifically left me this pouch. What did she want to tell me? It's her father! Did she have anything else to do with this pouch? Did she have anything to do with the man back then? Could it be she's the man's daughter? This brat and that man indeed look like a bit alike. As if she really were the daughter of that man, then a lot of things would make sense. I stood in shock, carefully sorting through my memories of her. Oh. From our first encounter in Huazhou, I felt she was different from other girls and it was somewhat suspicious. That night we left Huazhou, she pretended that she wanted to pee so she could assassinate me. She only softened her after her assassination attempt failed, and I threw away that blade. She told me about her life story, taught me shadow play, and learned about my experiences. I became more acquainted with her along the way. As we spent more time together, she subtly changed me. After that, I killed some for the girls, aiming for a better life for them, even though I might not get much money out of it, and I wasn't planning on selling her anymore. Gradually, I transformed into a better person. I no longer desired the life of a bandit and wanted to start anew. She said a lot of things, but perhaps not much was true. The Swine Demon killed her sister and destroyed her entire family. So the sister that she's talking about is her father, and the Swine Demon is me. These were probably fake. Her age, her background, and the things she said were probably all fake. The purpose of her approaching me was only to avenge her father. But why did she kill me after that? Why did she just live like that? There was indeed a lack of opportunity in the beginning. After all, she was into things on the very first day she tried to kill me. It was still very wary of her at that time. I threw away her blade but still kept an eye on her. However, why did she try to kill me again after that? Yeah, she even tried to save us from Tong. When we were staying in the kitchen, she actually had the opportunity to steal a kitchen knife. Yeah, she's a changed kid too. You're a changed man and she's a changed kid, okay? On the wagon to Luyang, she could have easily killed me while I was sound asleep. Why didn't she kill me? Yeah, you remember her question back then? I clenched the pouch tightly. Guilt, fear, confusion, sadness, and bewilderment. Various tumultuous emotions made it difficult for me to find peace. I didn't know that was her way of doing things. Why didn't she kill me in the end? Why did she live by herself? Why did she give me this pouch in the end? What exactly did she want? Maybe because she's like, you saved like 3 girls. I just didn't get it. Besides asking you to give me this thing, did you say anything else? I asked the waiter in trembling voice, wanted to gather more intel to figure out her intent.
说了什么吗？没说什么呀。
Think hard.
客官他真没说什么，他就说把这个东西留给你，别的什么都没说。
I nodded, grabbed my luggage, and left without a word. I thought this little brat would leave me a message or something, but no. Why? She simply told me, actually, I'm her sworn enemy because I killed her dad, but then left without knowing anything. What were the meaning behind her actions? I had no idea, but still decided to go out for a stroll. Plan to retrace the steps we took yesterday, asking people who might have seen us and then look for her again. If I could find her, then I could ask all the unanswered questions, although I wasn't sure how to face her either. Should I apologize to her or try to explain things? I didn't know. I first went to the market where the temple fair was held yesterday. The market today lacked the vibrancy last night. People were scattered around, some sweeping the ground, while others were small vendors calling out their wares. Occasionally, passerby would pause briefly. Afterward, I revisited the riverside where she and I had been yesterday. We had encountered a beggar family here yesterday who were robbed by another family with a little girl. No one was here. The beggar family seems to be asleep and not present by the riverbank. Only an elderly man fishing with his eyes half closed was there. Where else could I look? The thought of Swine Demon's residence came to mind, so I headed in that direction. Swine Demon's residence seems unusual today. While yesterday there were few people in front of the residence, today it was surrounded by layers of guards. A guard was distributing notices to others. Other guards all started checking the notices after they were handed one. Some girls walked away after reading it, while the others whispered among themselves about the contents of the notice. What could be written on those notices? Did something happen? Oh no, did she attack the Swine Demon? As I glanced in that direction, a guard seems to spot me. He pointed a notice and then at me. Oh, it's a wanted freaking poster. Well played, Mansway. The guards began to discuss loudly for a moment, pointing in my direction, indicating that they were coming to apprehend me. What the heck was going on? Panicked right away and wanted to run immediately. However, my escape route was completely blocked by the guards, running towards me. I told you I should have joined the rebellion. This guard rushed toward me, some circling me while others drew their sword and pointed them at me. One guard named Lee, under the command of another, charged at me and tackled me on the ground. Following his lead, the other guards piled on top of me, pinning me down like a stack of logs. I had no chance to run or draw my sword. They captured me before I could react. Okay. Oh, now I'm imprisoned. In a daze, I was apprehended by the guards. After they pinned me down, they compared me to the wanted notice they held. Upon confirming my identity to the image of the poster, they threw me into the prison of Luyang. In the moments just after my capture, various speculations raced through my mind. First, I thought the little brat had sold me out. Perhaps he reported my action as a bandit to the authorities or disclosed my role as a human trafficker. However, upon further reflection, it didn't add up. In these chaotic times, bandits and kidnappers were everywhere, and the government's efficiency was lacking. How could so many people come after me so openly if she had only reported me for a day? Maybe she really did kill the Swine Demon and pinned it to you? Maybe, just maybe. Later, I realized I hadn't underestimated that little brat. After the guards interrogated me, I learned that my charge was plotting to assassinate a lord, a crime punishable by execution of 3 generations. Really? 3 generations? Then might as well not have a kid. And it's a good thing you don't have a kid. Early in the morning, after leaving me a purse at the inn, that little brat armed herself with a short blade and stormed into the Swine Demon residence, intending to assassinate him. The result was expected. She failed. She couldn't even locate where the Swine Demon resided before the guards captured her. As soon as she was captured, she immediately took her own life, plunging the blade into her own heart without any intention of survival. However, the matter didn't end up there. She had hidden a portrait in her chest, a portrait of me. I didn't even know when she drew it. Oh, Oh. Oh, there's this time that we drew each pictures, right? The most likely scenario is that she drew it while I was asleep on the wagon using the materials from Shadow Play. Her drawing skills were indeed impressive, catching my likeness vividly. That didn't help at all when your talents have gone wrong. Despite the blood from her heart staining the portrait, my features were still recognizable. And so, though she said nothing, I was framed as her accomplice. Because she was just a little girl with my portrait tucked in her chest, those guards all believe I was the mastermind behind her, the crime suspect in planning the assassination of the Lord. I already been interrogated once, and they say I'll be interrogated again, this time with torture. What if I just say all the things that you wanted without the torture thing? I wanted to resist to deny knowing her, to say that the person in the portrait wasn't me. However, the guy seems to have found many eyewitnesses. Every place we visited yesterday, every person we saw, all witnesses are acquaintances. A little girl wouldn't likely attempt to assassinate a lord without a reason, but she must have instigated by me. The guard's words left me speechless. This little girl's intricate scheme, I loathed yet admire it. It's brilliant, truly brilliant. I killed her father and killed so many innocent people. Now, just as I was trying to be a good person, to give up the life of a bandit, she betrayed me to death. All of this was her revenge, planned from the very beginning. Calculated everything from start to finish. Even our visit to the temple fair last night was within her scheme. Ah. I was about to sentence to capital punishment for a crime I hadn't committed. For such serious crime as attempting to assassinate a lord, I would probably have been sentenced to torn apart by carts, lived in half or tortured, right? Ah, that would have been much worse than being beheaded. Luckily, I didn't have any living relatives, otherwise my innocent family and friends would have been implicated and that would have died because of me. Being brought to that point by you, it was indeed more tragic than simply killing outright. Little brat, your scheming was truly impressive. Speaking of which, this is truly ironic. I had killed so many people in the wilderness without ever being convicted. But in the end, I was going to be convicted and executed for something I hadn't done. Well, I mean, that's all the innocent people reasons, right? Damn it, just now everything happened so suddenly. Those guards suddenly surrounded me and confiscated my blade. If I only had fought them, even if I had to die, it would have been so pathetic. And little brat, why didn't you say anything to me before? You just left me behind the purse stating your reason for revenge, but you didn't say anything? Why was that? Hey, why don't you say something to me? Even if it's cursing me, mocking me, just say something. Why didn't you just die like that? Why did you just not say anything? My hands and feet were bound while I leaned against the walls of the cell. My strength was gradually fading and my will was gradually leaving me. Memories of the past month kept replaying in my mind, showing her face. I thought about her over and over again, but I couldn't understand her reason for being wordless. Was that the end? Yes, that was the end. This was my payback. Is this the end? I closed my eyes and everything turned black. I was getting more and more tired, but I wasn't going to die just yet. The trial and the ultimate punishment were still underway. And the wordless. Oh my god! Oh my gosh! And the wordless, why did she not utter a single word in the end?